Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another Magic Arena stream. Today we're doing a little Arena Cube draft, So, I've never played this cube before, so we'll see what happens. Nor have I really did anything more than just a quick scan of what's in this cube. So we're going to continue our tradition of not necessarily using our gems and our coins wisely, and getting into a draft that we know nothing about the environment. By this point, you would expect nothing less. So anyway, before we get started, I do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pre-order Spider-Man there. You can also pre-order Avatar: The Last Airbender products as well. And you can find a whole bunch of other great items on their website. Whether you're looking for magic related things or even other things, they have a lot of stuff on there. Check them out. I'm already losing my voice for some reason. Sorry about that. But yeah, definitely check out Flipside. They are a local game store, and I do appreciate that about them. So it's one of the reasons I enjoy working with them. They've been a fantastic sponsor to the channel. They have a lot of great stuff there. If your order's over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free, which is nice. And I will leave a description in the comment section and in the description below. I'll go ahead and leave some links, so when you watch this on the replay, they'll be there. But definitely check them out for sure. So, like I said, great sponsor to work with, great local game store in their area. So awesome. All right, shall we get started here? Let me just move my stuff around and we'll get going with this draft. People are kind of slowly coming in, so I'll get started here. Not too familiar, like I said, with the card pool here. We'll see how this goes. I mean, it is a cube, so I'm sure I'll be familiar with several of the cards, but not all of them. So there's a lot of newer cards in here that I might not know that much about, so we'll see. I'll try to go quickly with this draft. I typically won't really have time to probably read. If there's a lot of cards, probably won't have time to read them all if I'm not familiar with a lot of them. So we'll see what's actually in here. But I'm assuming it's a lot of strong drafts, sealed type cards from previous sets. Probably a few classic cards sprinkled in. That's what it seemed like when I kind of perused the list. Again, some sets I drafted more than others, so we'll see here how many cards I actually recognize that come up here. All right, what do we got? Twin Flame Tyrant. That's actually not a terrible first pick. Bristly Bill is here. That's actually kind of cool. I do like that. Omnith. I mean, that's going deep with color early on, which I don't think is a huge deal. I mean, Journey to Nowhere is good removal. Obviously, it's a cube. There's a lot of good options here. Probably going to try to go with one of the mythic rares, since we do have 3 in this pack. Do we want to go Twin Flame? Do we want to go Bristly Bill? If we go Bristly Bill, we're looking for landfall. We're looking for +1/+1 counter synergies. Here, I mean, red's just trying to do damage. So with this in play, 3/5 flyer doesn't have a lot of ways to protect it. Well, it doesn't have any ways to protect itself. I feel like if we pass one or the other, we probably need to stay out of that color. Let's light up the stage too. If you want to go super aggro, I kind of want to try Bristly Bill. I've never played with this card, and it's a 2/2 for 2 with tons of upside. That's one strong grizzly bear, so let's give it a try and see what happens. Okay, so let's see if we can follow up with some of this. Okay, it doesn't do anything with Bristly Bill, but it also, if there's another strong card here, obviously we only have one pick. Phantasmal Image is a solid card. I don't know if I want to second pick it though. We passed a really good red card, so awkwardly enough, there's all red cards here, and this is the only green card. So we probably want to look at a second color. Elspeth Conquers Death. Good control card. Let's see here. Do we want to just go with some direct damage? Man, I don't know. Is Phantasmal Image just the best card here? Maybe we'll go with it. See what Simic does. Alright. This creature deals combat damage to player, draw a card. When it dies. During Curiosity, solid. Newer card there. Swords of Plowshares. Fantastic removal. So this is a third pick, Swords. I mean, that's saying something. There's also Lightning Bolt in this pack, which is also saying something. Man, the person next to us is going to get hooked up with red for sure. Green is pretty sparse, so I'm not feeling green in this direction. Once Upon a Time is good. Do we want to take Swords here? Kind of keeps us open. Treasure Cruise. Yeah, let's go with Swords. I kind of want to stay out of red because I feel like we've had such good red. Vanishing Verse takes us into another color if we go that direction. We also did pass the Journey to Nowhere, but that, I mean, that could wheel. There's some powerful cards in a cube, so maybe. Man, absolutely zero green. This is super awkward. Let's see what we can do with white or blue in this pack. Man, I'm not seeing much of anything, honestly, that's exciting here. And Unnerving Grasp. We could try Manifest Dread. I mean, Simic does that. We already passed one card, but I mean, maybe it wheels. Yeah, let's look and see if that's an option. Green Sun Zenith. Okay, that's interesting. We also got 6 here. I mean, that kind of works with what we're doing. Or what we could be doing, I should probably say. Disdainful Stroke is good. I mean, Green Sun Zenith can be good if we knew we were going to go heavier into green. We're not really sure yet. It's a domain card. We're kind of starting down that path. Probably 6 is just the best bet here. I do like 6 just generally. I think it's just a good card to give you access to your graveyard. Timeless Witness. That's a solid green card. Murderous Cut. Zealous Conscripts. I doubt the combos are in here though for that. In the cube. All right. That's a decent card. Pia and Kieran. Of course, again, I think we're just going to stay out of black. We could probably just go with a board sweep here. I don't think that's bad, all things considered. Especially this late. I mean, it's a 5 cost board sweep. It's not one of your like high-end ones, but it's still good. Good panic button to have. All right. Smuggler's Copter. Graveyard Trespasser. I've never played with that. Silent Hall Creeper. It actually sounds decent, though. Seems like an annoying, like, 2-drop to deal with, right? Like, okay, here's our original pack. Journey to Nowhere did wheel, so we'll probably just take that. That's an interesting green card. Let's just take Journey. We got that in Swords now. So white's looking decent. Also, color fixing might not be bad. We might be going 3 colors here, so we got to keep our eyes open for that. Yep. I took too long. That's all right. There's nothing really there. That worked. We don't need black. Enduring Curiosity did wheel. Probably just take that. I mean, maybe we're not in green. Vanishing Verse is back again. We're not in red. A little combat trick there. We'll grab it. Again, the 2 colors are not really in. I don't know if I'd use that, but okay. I don't know if I'd use that, but okay for right now. Looks like blue is kind of open. I don't know if any of that's any good, though. Alright, Harvester of Misery. There's a Goldspan Dragon. I guess we should have went red, huh? There's a Mutavault. Ephemerate. Baleful Strix. There's an Elvish Mystic. If we thought we were going to stay in green. There's also Breeding Pool. That might wheel. This gives us the colors we probably don't want. Of course it does. Of course it does. Elvish Mystic probably is just the best pick here. For what we got going on. And again, we might get a lot of green in this pack because we were cut off hard from green last pack. So this might be the green pack where green becomes viable. So let's go with it and see what happens. There's a Tarmogoyf. Goyf itself, especially if we have some like removal spells and stuff, actually isn't terrible. We have a lot of powerful 2-drops. Thing makes Mox Pearls. That's cute. There's Nova Hellkite. Pretty good. Should have went with dragons. I'd take Goyf here. Because we have a variety of different spells. I mean, we have instants, we have artifacts. I believe we had oh, maybe we don't. Thought we had an artifact creature, maybe not. We got sorceries, enchantments. I think that's what I was thinking of. Enchantment. We have an enchantment. So, yeah, we might be able to make that work. There's Damnation. That would be good, but I don't. Oh, Path to Exile. Probably. I mean, that would get us where we need to be for removal. I think pretty easily. Yeah, there's Kiora, the Rising Tide. Gotta get to Threshold, though. I don't know. Just kind of thinking more about if anything wheels here, because I really do want the path. Okay, Inferno Titan. Man, a lot of good red has come by. We took that instead of Bristly. It took the dragon instead of Bristly Bill. Originally, I think we would have been in a nice place, but Um, that's not bad. Fairy Mastermind. Man, I'm not seeing a lot of green coming this way either. I don't know if green's really good in this cube or something. There's an exclude. I'm gonna go with Fairy Mastermind here. Black. I gotta start thinking about color too, color fixing. Seasoned Pyromancer. There's Resto. I don't know, do we have any targets for Resto? Consider. Let's take Resto. Maybe we have targets already. Maybe we can look for some. There's Crater Hoof. Now that'd be great to ramp into. Like, that's kind of where we were starting. I don't know if Crater Hoof is viable at this point though for our deck. Kind of would like it. Do we just take it here and just see? That's not. This actually might not be bad. Because do we even have many activated effects on creatures? We have triggered effects. I mean, I guess it shuts off our elf. Man, all these are black. We don't need black. Okay. That one splash on black apparently. There's that. Oh, actually, I kind of like that better. I can go with that. Kaito. You may get a creature copy of anything on the battlefield. It's a bird with flying. Maybe. Oh, there's also Night of the Reliquary. Hang on. But I don't know how we're. Well, yeah, let's go with this. I think it's too late to try to plan around Night. Mutavault's not really doing much for us. I mean, Breeding Pool did wheel, so let's just take that. This does give us green and white. Yeah, well, they both come into play tapped, right? Yeah, let's just take this one. All right. Oops. Spent too much time reading. All right, exclude will take. Consider probably here. Yeah, let's go with consider. Guess we'll look at that later. All right. Okay, one more pack. Let's see if we can put something together here. Let's look at some of these dual colors. Oh, what is this one? Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. If a permanent entering causes a triggered ability. I don't know if we have many enters abilities. Dragonlord Ojitai. This is a good card. Probably just a strong card for our colors and everything, I think. There's a Misty Rainforest. I mean, maybe that wheels. Probably not in the third pack, though. I will say we have like some strong cards. Like I don't know if there's much of a theme here, but that's probably not good enough in Cube to have just good stuff. But I guess that's what we're gonna try to do. Red. We don't need red. Could go with that. Like that's not bad. Let's see if there's anything else here. I'm almost not sure if we're gonna stay in green, honestly. Huh. There's a run in 6. There's Brainstorm. Does Brainstorm do anything for us? Mana Leak does, though. It's also Brazen Borrower. Yeah, I think we just take Brazen Borrower here. Again, go with the theme of like just really good cards. I mean, you could. Wooded Foothills is a thing, but I'm not even. Or actually, no, it's not. It's red. I'm sorry, red and green. Man, it's all these duels have been black and red and something. They're still Incarnated. Still making me want to believe there's Raven Inspector. Don't know how good that's going to be in a cube environment. It's a good card. It's very solid. It's probably good enough. Again, black and red in the duels. Venser. I kind of like having something like that though in the deck. Oh, hang on. Archangel Avacyn. There's also Click. Click is a thing. I feel like we need some beef though. I won't say we're short on beef. We have Ojitai, but like we're almost playing a control deck now, it seems. Flooded Strand would have been good. Maybe it wheels, probably not. Jace Prodigy. Huh. Maybe. Yeah. I would have considered fixing if there was anything here. But I think Jace Prodigy. Kytheon. This one's not as good as Jace, but it's a consideration. We don't have a lot of time though. Actually, Blade Splicer is just like solid. Like even on its own, it's just solid. Although this is quick. But again, I don't know. It might not be easy to flip in this deck, though. Chaos. Probably. Not seeing anything else. I think we're drawing tons of cards. Oust is a thing. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to stay in green. I might just take Oust. Go with the control vibe. I don't think I'll have extra Dark Confidant. Maybe. Brainstorm is back again. Fixing? Well, no. Okay. Yeah, no. Don't know. Alright. Grim Lavamancer. Sure. Alright, let's see what we got here. Some of these cards I need to look at that we grabbed at the end of packs because I don't even know what they are. We have a very low curve. Lots of creatures right now as we go into this. So we can definitely cut creatures if we need to, which we will. Let's just see what we got going on here first off. Okay, we got a lot of removal. We might not need it all. We got Path, we got Swords, we got Oust. Threaten, we'll keep it. It will let us draw a card. I mean, Consider is good too. This is an instant, right? Yeah. Okay. Spyglass, Siren. I don't think we need to explore, so this can go. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has ward 1. When equipped creature attacks, conjure a random card from its home again spellbook. And look into your hand. So, what are the cards in this spellbook? I see Preordain. Hang on. How can you tell? Right click for more information. Okay, there we go. I mean, is there anything like super crazy good in here? There's Ponder. Okay, so Preordain, Ponder, Opt, Consider, Serum Visions, Brainstorm, Thought Scour, Sleight of Hand. All the solid, like, get a card, like, early on type spells. But it is randomized. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these. Don't get me wrong. You know, right? Like, it's just going to be which one you get. It is card draw. It's cheap. I'll keep it for now. I've never played with anything like that, so kind of find that interesting. Oh, hang on one second here. Just messing with my computer. Okay. All right. So, unable to scream. Okay, that's probably not too useful. What do we got in green? We have this. We got Bill, which again isn't really doing anything now. We got Goyf. We got 6. So let's just cut the green. And kind of go control. What's Mikaeus do exactly again? X +1/+1 counters. Put a counter on it. Remove a counter. Put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. I don't know if that's great for our deck. Because we're not like super aggro. We're not, if we were Boros, that might be a nice high-end card to pour our mana into. Mikaeus itself has no evasion. So it's really about spreading the counters out. And I don't know that we're going wide. We have more things like this, Ojitai. You know, like, Mikaeus might not really work well. I mean, it's a good clone. I mean, a clone with flying. Sure. Journey to Nowhere. Again, and we can cut a removal spell if we need to. Maybe Oust. Pay X map tokens or X's. Okay, whenever kind of attacks or yellow tap card your library, it's a creature card man. Let's put your hand in that. Oop. I don't know what I just sent back. Shoot. Is it 2-drop? Oh. Fairy Mastermind. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that. We'll keep Fairy Mastermind. This thing, this is interesting. This creature enters, tap target creature an opponent controls. It gets a stun counter, so it only costs 2. It has Flash, Vigilance. Shuffle this creature and target creature with a stun counter into its owner's library, so it can act as removal. Yeah, it's a pretty controlling card. I don't think we need this. I mean, it can cancel abilities if push came to shove on a creature, but we can also just kill the creature 1,000 ways. So let's get rid of that. Draw a card and discard a card. Yeah, Jace is good. I mean, it lets you loot, and then eventually it transforms, and yeah, it does good stuff. Phantasmal Image. I mean, that can be a backbreaking card a lot of the time if your opponent, as long as your opponent doesn't have something that can just kind of target that's sitting on the battlefield, which those cards are more rare than you think, especially currently. Like, I don't see cards like that. Like in the old days, you'd have things that can tap to do a point of damage, like Prodigal Sorcerer or something. But like nowadays, I don't know. You don't see a lot of that. So I think that's a good card. Creature camp. I want to try this one. This one sounds kind of cool, actually. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. May reveal a non-creature, non-land from among them, putting your hand with the rest at the bottom. Creature enters, okay. And then you get like a token. Is that what it is? If you pay the 4, you get the additional, so you get to do it twice. I don't know. I think we can probably cut that. Blade Splicer, even on its own, solid. Because you're basically paying 3 for a 3/3 first strike and a 1/1. You know, so there's tons of value there. Activated abilities. Artifact creatures and planeswalkers can't be activated. How would that hurt us? I guess Jace Vryn's Prodigy. It would hurt this. It would hurt Fairy Mastermind to some degree. Maybe it hurts us too much. Probably. Oh, 6 is still here too. Did I not get rid of 6? I didn't get rid of something I wanted, right? No, I guess not. Okay. Alright. Brazen Borrower, great. We're not really doing anything with Manifest Dread, so we probably don't need that. We have an Exclude. I think that's fine. I think this is good. It's board presence and it's removal, so sure. Resto. I mean, what are we flickering with Resto, I guess is the question. But maybe Resto is just a good flyer. I mean, we couldn't flicker Phantasmal. Thraben, Inspector. Avacyn can be flickered. I guess there's a few things here that can be flickered. Okay. Yeah, it's probably worth keeping. During Curiosity, I think it's very good. Avacyn. Exile all creatures. And it's a good panic button. Ojutai's great, of course. Great tempo card here. So I take it the 41 cards is counting this one. So we're actually where we need to be. So what do we want to do for mana then? Probably a pretty even split, it looks like, because we have pretty even. We want to be able to get to our white early. Is this worth running over a plains, I guess is the question. And I also have that, well, no, we don't need that. This card, it deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. So yeah, I guess it is a plains basically, and for our circumstances, that has a little upside later in the game if we don't need the land. Okay, so we'll keep that. Do we want to go? Yeah, probably 9 and 8 is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. I think that's our deck. I think... Well, actually, hang on. You know what? I miscalculated. Hang on. I do need to cut one more card. Because it's 41 counting the land. But I need to get rid of something. Got a lot of early cards here. I guess the question is, do we just keep the consider and cut this? And not jump through hopes to probably just get consider or something similar? Probably. I mean, it's an interesting card if we got it on the unblockable creature. And it's not that expensive. But it's an awkward card if you can't get damage across easily. And then if you're getting damage across, are you already winning? Maybe. Especially if it's going across in the air with like Ojtai or something. So maybe I don't need that. Okay. Let's go with that then. Well, let's see how this plays. Again, it's hard to say with a cube. Like, I'm not really sure how powerful this cube is. It seems pretty strong. It seems like there could be some bad synergies that could wipe us out. We're basically playing like a control of good stuff. Is that good enough in a cube? Maybe not. Maybe it is. That's awkward. Seriously, right now. Ugh. That is terrible. That is terrible. If we could draw planes, I mean, we are on the draw. Oh my god, do I keep this? I probably do keep this. I hate it, but I think I keep it. Because if you do get the planes, it opens up Swords, it opens up Thraben, and you're going to get to Resto. You can Resto Thraben. If we don't draw planes, I guess this is going to be a short game. We could also draw into blue creatures or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Green. Well, they're starting with a ramp. Here we go. Alright, we drew what we wanted to draw. Yay for our side. I mean, that's probably worth swordsing too. I mean, I probably should have just done it. During your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value. We'll lose to that. So, let's just swords. It actually probably worked out that we didn't swords the Pilgrim, because they would have gotten that card out this turn and we wouldn't have had an answer for it. So okay, return target now land permanent. Opponent controls to its owner's hand. Good tempo in this situation. Maybe flash flying. This creature can block only creatures flying. tempo and then play it, or do we just play it outright on our opponent's turn? Let's play it outright on our opponent's turn. I'm going to mute our opponent. Can't deal anymore. Well, they're ramping to nowhere pretty quick here, huh? If they hit a ramp target, you know. Might not be the best thing. We could resto. We could play this. That might be worth it. Be nice to hit another planes, actually. This is an instant, right? Yeah. And this has flash, so we don't have to do anything right now. They want to block that Raven? Is that what they're not thinking about that, right? Of course they're not. Hey J-Lo, how are you doing? Welcome. Playing a little cube draft action. We got kind of a Azorius control thing going on. We'll see how it goes. This is the first game. I kind of feel like for a cube, 2 damage. For a cube, I don't know if it's good enough. Because I'm assuming there's a lot of power here in this cube. But it's got a lot of strong cards. So we'll see how it goes. Our opponent's sort of flooding out, huh? They get to surveil here, though. That's the thing. Do they exile? Or are they thinking still? Oh, they kept it. Sure. Keeping back that, huh? Yeah, they must have a play, right? Or are they really worried about taking that 1 point of damage? There's their play. That's pretty good. Well, there's one of our... Oh, got some hits there. Okay. Alright, what do we want to do? 6/6 reach. Cramps our style, huh? We need to get something to get rid of that. We didn't hit anything there. I could play Resto. I mean... Could play Resto and surprise and block with these two. That's probably what we're gonna have to do. and hope they don't hit into anything else big that they can cast. But they're playing green, so that probably won't happen. We do have a lot of good removal in here, though. If we hit that, the counter it, we might be okay. So we'll see. Oh, really, JLo? Yeah, I haven't played this. Yeah, this is the first time I played this cube, so I'm kind of like, I don't know even what to expect. I glanced at the cards real quick, and I saw, hey, I know a lot of these. But I didn't really look at synergies that closely or anything, you know. But that's good to know. That is very good to know. Well, I don't know what our opponent's thinking here. Mm-hmm. I think our opponent's just gonna... Okay. They're gonna draw. Smart. I would do the same. Oh, I passed past the blockers. Shoot. Well, I messed that up. Oh, that sucks. Okay. I knew as I was clicking it too. Well, actually, wait. Well, no, damage is gonna go anyway. Alright. That sucks. That sucks. That might cost us the game, actually. Yeah, the alchemy cards, I'm really not familiar with those. So, like, I think I saw... there was one we drafted, but I ended up not playing it. That might be worth putting down, at least for the time being. I could try to go with the same plan. Let's do this. We got 2 blockers. I mean, let's just see what they do. Okay. That can come back. It's gonna block. Here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Brazen can't even block that, so I guess I didn't mess up. Gonna block this. I thought I messed up. I still messed up. I should have played something last turn, other than the investigate token. But yeah, I forgot that cannot block ground creatures. I mean, activated abilities. This is anywhere, right? Okay. So we probably don't want that to die. What's the cost of that? 5? We just gotta hold back. Now, unfortunately, we're in a position where we're probably gonna have to block. I mean, if they attack with... There's that too, huh? And Glissa. Yikes. Mm-hmm. That will kill it, but how do you want to take the one? I mean, I think we're kind of dead here anyway. I guess it doesn't matter too much. They can get, well, they can get that back from exile, right? Or can they not at this point? Yeah, I'm gonna block it. Gotta block it sometime. Let's draw a card. I'd like to be able to hit our board sweep. That would be a thing. That might save us. Okay, so now we're facing down a 4/4, 4/4, and 1/1. That will have summoning sickness, so it can't do too much. It can tap a creature though. I could put down that and still put down another blocker. Which one's better? Could chomp and transform. Let's do that. This opens us up too. If they attack with a 4/4, I could jump with like the chomp with the Thraben. Flip Avacyn. I just think we're kind of behind here. Shieldred though, that's good. Yeah. Unless I can get rid of it now. Yeah, let's draw. Yup, resolve that. Sure. One, two, three, four. We have 8 mana. How did I just... I just tap mana. I would have had enough mana to play both of those, but now I don't. I don't know how I did that. Well, actually, I'm still okay, because I can just simply play Ojitai now, because the mana is still in my mana pool. Yeah. Surprise Restro. Ugh. Yup. Still doesn't get us out of the situation, though. If they attack with everything, which they should. Unless they're afraid, I'm gonna play Combat Trick, I guess. They could just sit back. Maybe they just sit back. I probably just block here, because I can draw a card with this. This has a reach though, so I guess I can't. It won't get by. Yep. Hey, thanks, JLo. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by for sure. And yeah, we'll have another video out next week. So thanks for being here. Our opponent draws a card. They lose 2 life. Okay, so now we have Path to Exile. Well, crew 3. That is trample. I mean, that can kind of beat us. Kind of, sort of. Attack with those 2. We can block, we can block, we can block. They'll be left with the 4/4, and it will just be what's on top of the deck. Okay. That'll do it. Now there's Journey to Nowhere. Wah, wah, wah. The removal showed up. They just didn't show up on time. And I don't know. That's a tough one. And then Shieldred. Okay. So I guess that's game. Cool, cool. GG's. Good beats. Yeah, it's a tough one. I did kind of misplay at the beginning, but I don't really think it made much of a difference. So it was just we couldn't keep up with what was coming at us. And I don't know, other than the misplay, I don't know if there's anything different I could have done there. Let's go to the second game, see what happens. I feel like this deck has potential. But again, it's just how powerful are the decks we're going up against. I mean, the ramp deck was fine. It did its job. It ramped into big stuff. And our removal was just like too late. It started coming eventually. It was just too late. Another cloud. See a lot of clouds. All right. Oh, again with the 3. This is exactly how this started. Except we do have plays this time, so we'll keep. Last time we had all white cards and 3 islands, but we were on the draw and we were okay. But this time we can tempoing a Boros deck might not be a bad thing. That is flash, actually. I didn't notice that. That's fine. Unless they bolt it, I guess. Oh yeah, I remember this card. This was actually pretty good. Land enters, +1/+1 counter and creature you control. If it's the second time this turn, double the number of counters. Yeah. I could hold off destroying that. Let me attack for 2. I assume opponent will play a land, making that a 3/3. We got a 3/3 first striker, so unless they can disrupt us, they'll hold that back for the turn. We can get rid of it. Okay, that's fine. I could also tempo it. That might be a play next turn. We can just hang on to our removal. We got lots of it. Let's tempo this thing for the fun of it. You'll So next turn, I mean, we could just kind of stay ahead here, unless our opponent can start playing. Now this only costs 2. I mean, they might be able to get 2 creatures down, or what have you. Draw 2 cards. You may discard 2 cards. If you do, deals X damage to each creature where X is the greatest number of mana. Okay. At least discard it that way. So they can probably blow up the board, I guess, is what's happening here. But they are at 11. Yup. Okay, now we don't have. We'll just play this. They know we have it, and they're tapped out for counter magic. So, can we ride this to victory? A little awkward that we only have 1 planes now, because if they play 2 creatures. I mean, obviously, they probably won't play 2 flyers, so we can keep the pressure on and still defend ourselves pretty well. Okay. Nadu. So the question is, do I want to use a removal spell before Nadu shows up? Probably. I'd rather not give them that mana. We could oust Nadu first, although, well, Yeah, which one? That gives them the basic land. Let's oust. Yeah. We got path. So a little awkward, like, kind of spun our wheels there to kind of clear out the threats. We can still path, but we're out of cards right now. Okay. So it kind of builds up, I guess. That's interesting. Screw 4. So they're getting lands. I can give them more, I guess. I gotta hang on to this path, I suppose. If I just copy that, copy our brazen, and just try to fight. If they play a flyer, we blow it up. Go in for 6. If they can get this back, can they cast it now? Probably. Cost 4. They only have 3? No, there's a 4. Counterspell would have been nice. Counterspell wins us the game. Of course, they have to discard. Well, yeah, they can discard that. Even if they drew into nothing but lands. So. Yup. Yup, yup. Yup, yup. Raven, we'll see another card, I guess. Figure a land, order due for a land. We just gotta hit something. Ooh, opponent hit something. Oh, you can draw entries game from it. Okay. They hit one of those lands now. Yeah. Oh man. Alright. Draws are killing us. We got the power in this deck, and we have the removal. We've ran through the removal. But we haven't been able to hit like anything offensive, really. We just had our Brazen Borrow. We're doing a lot of work. Yup. Yeah, that's going to be game unless we can hit something. We do have a board sweep. Board sweep would be good. Save trample. No. Hey Omar, what's going on? Yeah, we're getting beat down by some green ramp. Is this the second game we lost a ramp? I think so. Alright. So that was lucky. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna incubate and do this thing. Pretty good. Actually, I didn't read what our opponent's stuff does, so maybe it's not that good. Yep. So, let's transform one of these. Or make a 3/3. Alright. Yeah. They can draw 1,008 cards, so I don't think our 3/3 is going to get the job done. Unless they deck themselves. They only have 12 cards left. Yeah. Yup, that gets rid of that. Hey, Jason Red's Prodigy, sure. Everything. All the things. That works. At this point, loot away with Jace, right? Loot away. They also have this Eternalize card that is, whatchamacallit. Yeah, well that's that. Okay. So they can get rid of that next turn. We just needed one, like, creature this game. If we had, like, one flyer, just something that could have put across some damage that had some size, we would have been fine, but at this rate, I don't think we're going to get there.
I can't resist a good riddle.
Flip Jace. They might deck themselves, which would be silly. Because they still gotta do 20 damage to us. Yeah, you can get that back. Hit us for 5. It's a start. Yeah, that can finish us if we can't deal with that. Well, that can too, I guess. So, that's game. Alright. So we lost. Well, it's funny because when I was drafting, you might remember if you're watching that part, I said I feel like green is good because both ways, both packs we were drafting, or all 3 packs, both ways, no green cards are passed to us. So I was like, I bet green is a strong color in this cube. And yeah, we just lost to 2 ramp decks in a row. So let's see what happens. My first pick was green. I went with Bristly Bill, but then we were just cut off pretty hard. Okay. Sure. Be nice to not get shut out here. That's the trick today. Let's win one. Let's win one. It's Raven. We got early plays to get us to some of this stuff. That 3 drops great. I ain't no green so far. That's something. Phantasmal Image to get their own Raven. Cool. I don't want to bounce their image. So I targeted is dead, so maybe we just do that now while they're tapped out. There you go. Flying Death Touch, yeah, Baleful Strix. Good card. Almost. I don't have enough mana, but like consider like actually playing this to copy that to draw a card, but I can also draw off that. I don't feel like I want to Journey to Nowhere that. I'll attack. I doubt my opponent blocks. So we're taking one in the air. See if we can hit a land. Nope. Nope, of course not. Oh, there you have it. Shieldred. Okay, we can Journey to Nowhere. That we did hit a land, GA for our side. Shieldred only goes one more. So I would need 2 more. Yeah, at that rate, we're not gonna make it. All right, let's just get rid of that. Yep. Now, if nothing else happens, I mean, we can play this if we need to. We can play this, which is good. We're ahead on cards compared to our opponent. They can investigate, though. Did they just really kill that Raven? Did that just happen? Did they get something else for that? Oh, no, they don't. Okay. Okay. Sure. Or I can just go with Curiosity. Might go with this because the first strike kind of contends with that. Counterspell. Draw. Okay. So this way, I mean, they'll probably attack, but if they didn't attack, if they try to hold back, I can still attack him for 3 against that, and I have to worry about the Death Touch, so that's the thing. I could copy this, make another 3/3 for a striker. That's also a possibility. And we also have Avacyn and Curiosity. So, like, we got plays. Brazen. Sure. Good. Right, Omar? It's been quite the day. Our first opponents just had it all. It was like Yeah, it'd been nice if we could have done something, but I mean, I could use this to kill off that, but I don't think that's worth it. I'd just rather have the mana at this juncture. They can flash that in. It can only block creatures with flying, though. I can flash that in. First I'm going to attack. I think yup. We can flash this in and we'll get this Brazen Borrower. Maybe. Or they have a counter spell. Or instant removal. I mean, they're playing black and blue. If we get away with this, that'd be pretty impressive. Got it. Okay. That's fine. They are, well, they're not tapped out. So they could still counter. I think I'm going to play this now. Well, they don't have 2 blue open. Now they could still counter. There's a blue and 2 counter target creatures in here, I know, because we drafted that. We need our opponent to draw a lot of lands. That's what we need. That's what we need right now. Okay. So we're probably taking 4. Unless I can't really do anything else with the 2 mana. Okay. That's fine. Should have attacked, I guess, my 1/1. Was it a land? No. Yup. Nightclub bouncer. Sure. That hurts. Okay, I have to protect myself now. I'm down to 8. So that means either copy this I really don't want to bounce her stuff, which is super awkward. Copy this. I could play this, get rid of this, but then I could come back if they kill it, which they very well could, but maybe not right now. I can just play this, but then again, I don't really want to bounce their stuff. This doesn't put us in a good spot. I could play this and then still have a counter spell up. That's probably the best thing to do. And now we can counter a creature. All of a sudden, this card looks a lot better in our hand. Do we kill that and get this back? Maybe get that just off the board. They'll get their Brazen Borrower back. But we counter the next thing they play if it's a creature. Oh yeah, that's right. They get that, not the Brazen Borrower back. I forgot. So better. That's better. Now that I can bounce and not feel too bad. This will come back. They'll draw off it. Sort of awkward. But I could even copy this if I was so inclined. I'm just going to play this thing. Could get countered. Oh, it doesn't. So they can... Okay, they just stifled it. That's fine. That's fine. At least we're alive. So if our opponent attacks with everything, we block the 3/3. We block, yeah, it's figured. We take one. We lose our splicer. I could actually copy the bouncy creature guy. Or, not anymore, I can't. Not no more, I can't. Okay. We have the enduring curiosity. And we have this. Pretty awkward if this dies with nothing in play, but and we can't counter. Man, that tempo card, whatchamacallit, I can't remember the name of it. This one. Nightclub Bouncer. That hurts. I have Venser. Yeah. Yup. Swords. Okay, they're tapped out. Well, they got 2 black. So I could do this stuff on their turn, but I don't think that's smart at this juncture. So I'm just going to play this out. There's your blocker. Swords. The 3/2. We stay alive. We stay alive. Assuming they can't get rid of this. So they bounce our creature again. I guess that's game. Dig through time. Gotta hit something good, right? Took a little mana to do that. Not that much, though. Yup. Alright. So we're pretty stuck here. I can Mockingbird something. I can Mockingbird that. It would gain us some life if we block that. Yeah, I can Mockingbird that. Or I can Mockingbird that. But I think we gotta Mockingbird this. This thing costs 4. We can counter a creature. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand. Lots of land. Thoughtseize. Okay, sure. Guess you got it. If they have any disruption, they got us here, clearly. If they don't, they're in a weird spot. Okay. Block. Block. Oh, we survived. Alright. GG's. Good beats, good beats. That's funny. That was funny. Yeah, time walk we'll do that. So we got beat pretty bad in the first 2 games by ramp decks. The first one was sort of close. Well, not really. It took the deck a little bit to take off, but we never really presented a threat to it. Second game, we just got run over by ramp, and that game was at least a close game, I would say, even though we didn't really get a lot of damage in. But the second game too. I mean, I guess we started off fine until the ramp started kicking in, which happens with ramp. But that third game was at least close. Again, all 3 games, it just felt like we were behind, like a turn or two, like trying to survive the whole time. So I control, kind of like I said when I was drafting. Don't know if just drafting a good stuff control deck is going to cut it in the cube environment. So yeah, you definitely need to stick closer to one of the allotted synergies in the draft, because, even a good control deck, and I thought we actually had a good control deck, it isn't going to be able to stand up to cards working together like we encountered in all 3 of those games, really. So yeah, but if you got to go out, I think that's the way to go out. We stayed alive for a while and then got beat by Time Warp, so what can you do? But that's the first time I played the cube. I need to sit down and really look at it closer, probably. And it's probably not on next week, I assume, because I think Spider-Man will be on next week, I believe. So maybe next week we'll play some Spider-Man. If I'm off a week, then maybe the cube will still be there and we'll do this. But hey, have a great day, Omar. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by. and watching whatever that was. Um, but good to talk to you as always. Have a great day. All right, so I'm gonna wrap things up myself on that note. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing again next week. With the first game, I did have one misplay, kind of, sort of, but I was thinking the card did something it didn't do anyway. So, other than that, I don't think I really misplayed. So, yay for that. I'll take it. But yeah, so it's pretty, I'm pretty happy with that at least. But the drafting portion, we need to really learn this cube before we play it again. I'm sure we'll be back, even if it's not back next week. So, anyway, thanks again to everybody watching. I do really quickly want to say one more time before I go, as I navigate my slow other computer here, to check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Yeah, they do have Spider-Man available for pre-order. They have Avatar available for pre-order right now. Whole bunch of other stuff on their website too. So check it out. They put Avatar up there. There we go. So yeah, check it out. They have a lot of stuff on there aside from new products. A lot of sealed products, some older stuff too. Not like super old necessarily, but like several years old. So they got a lot going on there. And they have been a great sponsor for the channel. So definitely check them out when you get a chance. And I guess that's everything for today. So thank you all again for joining me today on the stream, or if you're watching it on the replay. And I'll be back next week. We'll have our next finance video, which if you missed yesterday's video, check that out. It's an interesting one. It was a weird one. The cards were kind of mild when it came to the spikes. Oh wait, hang on, my computer's doing something weird again. Oops, come on now. There. Hey Mateus, how are you? I'm trying to read your message when my computer's flickering on me. Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching the videos and stopping by the stream too. So that's awesome. Yeah, I was just saying, I assume you watched yesterday's video, but it was a weird week, definitely, for the cards. The market was really slow, but some really interesting cards moving. Most of them tied into standard. Only one was tied into a Spider-Man preview. So out of the last 2 weeks of market watches, I only had one card moving up, really because of a Spider-Man preview, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I think Avatar, though, is going to have a bigger impact on the market as that gets closer. People love allies. It seems like there's going to be a lot of stuff in that set that's got people excited. And I do think a lot of the speculators are kind of skipping Spider-Man and moving on to that set because it does have a bigger fan base, I believe. So yeah, I think things are going to get interesting, but right now things are really slow. So if you were looking to pick up any particular cards, it might be a good time to do that. But again, thank you, Mateus, for stopping by. I was just wrapping up here, and thank you to everybody who stopped by today. And yeah, I guess that's that. So I will see you all next weekend. And until then, though, have a great day.